This is a vintage 1967 Gibson Hummingbird. It is an incredible acoustic guitar, and we have an impulse response pack for your acoustic guitar based on this one. What you just heard was this acoustic guitar being mic'd with a Telefunken TF47 microphone through a Neve 1073 preamp. Not a bad signal chain to record acoustic guitar. What I hope that demonstrated for you was the character and the voice of this acoustic guitar, and then you heard the direct output of this guitar. Now I have I didn't install, but I had a K&K Pure Mini installed in this guitar. It's a passive pickup system. You can't, on this guitar we left the adjustable bridge system in, so it's kind of difficult to put a piezo pickup in here. So the K&K is a transducer type of a pickup system that sits underneath on the body under the saddle. It's kind of dull on its own. It's not my favorite sounding thing on its own, but it does do well with EQ. It sounds great with an impulse response applied to it. So then you heard just the K&K, and then you heard what the guitar sounds like with the direct out with the impulse response applied. Hopefully what you heard is it has a lot of that character of the mic'd acoustic guitar. What can an impulse response do for your acoustic guitar? These are designed for acoustic electric guitars, so acoustic guitars that have pickups, electronics in them, and you have a direct out of your acoustic guitar. They're designed to be applied to that direct output, and it makes the direct out of any acoustic guitar, your acoustic guitar, sound more like this guitar mic'd up. I've always had an issue with the way acoustic guitars sound direct. They never sound like the guitar sounds like in the room or mic'd up. And so these impulse responses are designed to make the direct acoustic guitar sound more like a mic'd guitar, sound more like this mic'd guitar. So I want to show you now what these IRs sound like with various acoustic guitars. First, we're going to hear a Taylor 414 with Taylor's Expression System 2 installed in it. You can think of it as a higher end pickup system, but when you apply an impulse response to it, it takes it even further over the top. I think these Taylors sound great with IRs applied. Next, we're going to hear a Martin D35. Now, my D35 has an LR Baggs Anthem system in it. The Anthem is a very high-end system, one of my all-time favorite pickup systems, probably my favorite pickup system to put into a guitar until LR Baggs finally releases their next pickup, the Hi-Fi Duet. I need to try that thing out. But the Anthem system, tried and true, sounds fantastic. So you're going to hear the direct out from the Anthem with the full mic applied, and then you're going to hear one of the SB type IRs applied to that output. It sounds even better and more like this guitar. Next, I want to show you an example of a more budget-friendly guitar and pickup system. So this is going to be an Orangewood Brooklyn guitar. I think these guitars, you can get them for like 300 bucks. It's a great guitar for the money. And it has a Fishman pickup system, I think like a Sonotone EQ. It's a more budget-friendly, a lower-end pickup system, a piezo pickup from Fishman. Now, piezos have always been my least favorite type of a pickup on acoustic guitar. I think they sound quacky, I think they sound thin and shrill, but an impulse response can really take a lot of the quack out of it and make it sound more like a natural mic'd acoustic guitar. The differences with a piezo system can be pretty drastic. Check this out. Finally, I want to show you another Orangewood guitar. This is a much higher end guitar from Orangewood. This is the Sierra, and it has an LR Baggs Anthem system in it. So this would be an example of like a triple O body style acoustic guitar with a high end pickup, both without and then with the impulse response applied. Let's talk a bit about this guitar. When I picked it up and played it, I knew it was special. Not every old acoustic guitar is special, but when you get a good one, it's unlike anything else. Mahogany, back and sides, spruce top. This is the square shoulder design from Gibson, so it would be like their dreadnought type of a shape. This one, as you heard in the beginning, sounds fantastic. Now that you've heard what these impulse responses can do to the direct output of an acoustic guitar, I'll talk a little bit about what you get with one of these IR packs. And by the way, if you want to try before you buy, we have an IR pack based on that Taylor 414 that you saw in this video, and it's completely free. It's the full-fledged pack. It's not a sample pack. It's the full pack available for free. Links below where you can download that and try it out. And if you like the results that you get and you want to try something that sounds, you want to try and make your guitar sound more like this vintage Gibson Hummingbird, then you can come back for this pack. What you get with these packs then, with the full pack, is you get various types of impulse responses that are designed for different types of acoustic pickup systems. We've given you options for various types of piezo pickups. We've given you options for various types of what I call soundboard type pickups. That would be like this K&K, like the LR Baggs Anthem, anything that's like a mic that's placed under the soundboard of a guitar. And then we've given you options for the Taylor Expression system. Then for each pickup type, we have microphone types. So what we do is we record this guitar with various different microphones to get different flavors. So we've got some large diaphragm condensers, we've got some small diaphragm condensers as well that we use to record these this acoustic guitar with. We even have a Telefunken M260 matched pair of small diaphragm condensers where we do an XY pattern on the guitar and then make an impulse response from, first of all, both of the mics blended together, or if you just can run one IR, or we make one of just the X or just the Y, so you can try either of them out But if you can run stereo IRs, which we showed you in one of the examples in this video, you can pan them in stereo and get that stereo imaging from running an XY mic setup on your guitar. It's a really good way to give you a lot of depth and a lot of that stereo imaging that you get from a really cool miking setup. So you've got all those different microphone types, microphone options within each pickup type. Now there's a README that explains more about what you get and how you determine which which pickup type you can use with your guitar. And that's all laid out for you. But I wanted just to communicate that you get a lot of options tonally that you can use that should be fairly easy to match with the guitar that you have if it has a pickup installed. Finally, we get a lot of questions about how you implement these IRs. So in this video, you saw that I was using a Line 6 HX Stomp. I often hear people ask, or I'll read and respond to comments, what's the best acoustic DI to use with acoustic guitar? And like LR Baggs, we've done demos on like the Para DI or the Venue system, and those are great preamps for acoustic. I think the HX Stomp or something like a Fractal FM3 are really great units to use with acoustic because you've got all those EQs in there. You've got dynamics processing like compression. You can put delays and reverbs on if you want, but you can also load impulse responses and you can load stereo impulse responses, which lets you use that XY pair. So you can use anything from the Line 6 HX world. You can use the Pod Go, anything from Fractal. There's a lot of smaller pedals out there. If you do have something like a dedicated acoustic preamp, like a Venue DI, for example, you can buy a small pedal like the More Radar, the TC Impulse, that is a dedicated pedal just to load an impulse response. Those work great, and they're often very budget friendly, like around $100 or so, and you can load an impulse response. Lots of software will allow you to load impulse responses, so if you're recording acoustic guitar direct at home or something like that, you can record it into your recording software like Logic, GarageBand, Reaper, anything like that, and then you can load up the various plugins that will allow you to load impulse responses and make that direct recording much, much better. So many options out there for actually loading and using impulse responses both in a live or a studio environment. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any more questions about acoustic impulse responses, please let me know in the comments below. Again, links below where you can download that free pack, try before you buy. You can learn more about this pack and purchase this pack as well. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please do so. We thank you very much, and we'll see you in the next one.